periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And that's going to be another good run on first down. This one goes for 14 as he is eating them up here to begin the drive. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Dragons are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich. Oh, no, his first throw of his Super Bowl is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. That's Leonard. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Wise. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nash. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Long. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Dragons will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Now, on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Rich. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. No.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching their partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
On 1st down, Rich. And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wise. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Pushing his way through. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dragons continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
On second down, here's the option.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
77 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Lawrence running right on the option.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
It's complete to Drake. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to get...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Dragons are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Off play action. Rich. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw on second down. Rich. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Drake. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Dragons are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Rich.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Throwing on first down. Rich. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On first down, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But
now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
he finds his man, complete. That's Wise. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nash. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Steps away to his left.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here's 3rd and 6. Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports
The highlights from the first
report.
half,
Take it
all
away, Coach.
one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw. Mueller. And this is going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 4th down, Mueller. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence running right on the option. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20.
Holding. Offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mueller. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Operating from the gun. Mueller. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Back to throw. Mueller. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Lawrence going to throw again. And it'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the shotgun, Lawrence
throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Long. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Dragons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st and 10, Muller. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mueller. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard.
Pass interference, defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Oh, he's hitting, lost the football, put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller,
and it's out. He put it on the carpet. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On 2nd down now. It's long, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 2nd down. It's long. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, long, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory, as they have been outplayed tonight.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Muller. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Mueller. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 31, a 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Go. Check right. Check pink.
They run the counter. Long. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.